Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am about to make one of my favorite summer dessert recipes. If you don't have this recipe, bookmark it now because I promise you, you will be thankful that you've got this. I call this a little bit of an endangered recipe. And when I say endangered, what I mean by that is I'm 60. Any of you watching, this is YouTube. If you're my age, give or take a few years, you may have grown up going to potlucks. I went to potlucks with my church. We also had family reunions where we had a potluck. And a potluck is when everybody brought their favorite dish. This is one of those cakes, or this is one of those dishes or desserts that you almost always saw at a potluck. You go to a dinner party or a supper club today, you're probably not going to see a lemon poppy seed bundt cake. They're just not as popular now as they were. And I don't know why, but I'm here to help you change that, at least in your neck of the woods. So this is one of my doctored bundt cake recipes. I can assure you no one would know that you did not make this from scratch if that's important to you. I don't care. If it's good and if it's easy, I'm all for it. Y'all are just gonna make it along with me. I'm gonna explain the ingredients. Hopefully this will be something you'll add to your repertoire. So we're starting with the cake mix, and this is Duncan Hines, and this is their Lemon Supreme. You could use a white cake or the butter golden if you could not find lemon, but it's not going to be as lemony. It's not going to have the yellow, which I'm sure that's yellow food coloring, but I'm not I don't worry about the sugar and all of that with a cake. This is my favorite brand, and I always get Duncan Hines. We're gonna start with this. This is one of those recipes that you can dump it all in, all except the last. You stir the sour cream in at the end. Some of my recipes, like I've got some that you need to mix the wet separately and then add the dry. This is foolproof. So we have our cake. Then you're going to have your pudding. This is Jello lemon pudding. This is 0 sugar, and it does just fine. It adds some richness and some extra lemon flavor without the sugar. Now you can use regular. That is totally up to you. Again, this is a foolproof recipe. So those are your only dry ingredients other than poppy seeds. Nope. You've got your sugar, so we're gonna add the sugar. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. All of my Dr. Bundt cakes, and in addition to linking this one, because it's spring, summer, I'm going to link to my lemon, my strawberry, which has lemon glaze. This one has lemon glaze, it's optional, and my coconut lime. I'm gonna link to all three below, because if you're looking for a make-ahead, freeze if you so choose, fabulous summer dessert that tastes great served with fresh fruit. It's beautiful. You just put it all out, and you can make some homemade whipping cream, or you can serve whipping cream. You can get whipping cream in a carton and put it in a pretty dish. Beautiful. People will always gravitate toward that at a dessert table because it looks and tastes fresh. It's bright. All of those are very bright flavors, and that's what people crave in the summer. That's why in the winter we have the richer, spicier things like carrot cake and red velvet lane cake, those things that are heavier. So these are perfect spring and summer desserts. We have our cake mix, the pudding, and the sugar. So now I'm going to add the 4 eggs. These are just large. I always get large eggs. Every recipe that I use calls for large. I don't know that it would make that big of a difference if you used extra large. And I don't even know if you can get medium eggs. So, and I'll link, because somebody's always going to ask, I will link to this bowl. This is my favorite bowl. It's a milk glass, and it has this spout and handle, and I make all of my bundt cakes in this. So we have our 4 eggs. Now we have 3/4 cup each of oil and water. This is my water, and this is my oil. I always use in these cakes avocado oil. So we have a healthy, non-inflammatory oil. Such a small change, but such a healthier swap. You know what I did, guys? Before I found lemons in my fridge, I did my water. Nope, this is the water. Yeah, I forgot to add the lemon juice. If I have lemons in the fridge, for the 3/4 cup of water, I'll make part of it lemon juice, so it's lemon water. I found them after I had measured out my water, so guess what we're gonna do with this? I'm going to use a few tablespoons to make my glaze, this and confectioner sugar. And then I'll put this back in the fridge. Zane and I put fresh lemon juice in our water every morning. So I hate that because that would have added another layer of lemon flavor, but that's okay. Extract. You don't have to do this, but I think that it's worth it. Y'all, not being able to read well without your readers, y'all just wait. 1 teaspoon. I'm going to add, this is gonna give it more lemon flavor. Just as with salt, where you layer your salt in a dish, you put it on the chicken before you poach it or bake it, and then when it's cooked you put a little more salt. You layer the lemon flavor here, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of lemon extract. This is totally optional, but I love almond extract. I'm going to add about a 1/2 teaspoon of that. Almond flavor makes everything taste like you got it from a bakery. That's their secret. I'm going to mix this all up, and I'm going to put the poppy seeds in after I get all this mixed up. You do not have to do things separately. Just dump it in and mix. So there you go. Now I'm gonna put the poppy seeds in. I'm glad that didn't spill out. Oh, almost forgot. 1 cup of sour cream. This makes it so moist. This cake is so moist. And it's very pretty with these speckles. Y'all, see how easy this is? I mean, this should be a crime for something to be so easy. We're almost done. The longest part of this is baking. I have myriad Bundt pans and I love them all. But if I had to go down the stairs of a burning building, this is the one I would choose. This is my favorite. I will link to it. I'll link to all of my Bundt pans. This just bakes up so beautifully, and these really defined, crisp edges, it looks so beautiful on a cake plate. And these grooves catch all of that glaze, and it just is fantastic. I've said this before, and it bears repeating. You must use a flour cooking spray, or else it will stick and it will ruin all of your labor, okay? So you just wanna make sure, because you've got all these grooves, ridges, and you've got this rich batter, just always use a good cooking spray. Okay, here we go. Look how gorgeous. And that looks like it took forever. Let me grab a spatula. Okay. Oh, and it smells so good. So guys, this is it. Look how beautiful, look how easy, look how fast. So now it's going in the oven to bake into something fabulous. Okay, my friends, look at this gorgeous cake. I'm going to let it cool just while I finish my day, turn it out, and then I'm going to freeze this. This cake will be served in about 2 weeks. I'm gonna freeze it, and then I'm going to glaze it after I pull it out while it's still slightly frozen. And I just make a glaze of about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice with about a cup or 2 of confectioner sugar. You just mix it until it's thick but just pourable. And when the cake is frozen, it freezes or it chills the glaze. The cake doesn't absorb it. It sits on top like a pretty icing. If I were to glaze that while it was warm, it turns the glaze into liquid and you can't see it, and it just is absorbed. So I always glaze my cakes when I pull them out of the freezer. So easy, quick, fabulous. Perfect for spring and summer. I hope you'll make it. If you like my content, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of you who stop by, and until next time, you be blessed and stay savvy.